Is age privilege keeping you from getting a job? Maybe. I think it depends on the job. I was asked this question this week from some of my students, what it was like when I went to college. And I can honestly say 15 years ago, my friends and I were in college. We were not worried at all. We would get out of college and we would just find a job waiting there for us. I knew when I graduated it would just be there. I can say that is not the case for many students from what I've heard. Please tell me if you know of differently. So I also have another video where I show I applied to several federal jobs that are high paying and I was offered every single one of them. But is that because that age privilege exists, or is it because of resume and other things? And we talk about in that video. So some countries like Canada have reserved certain jobs for people under 30. It's not really legal in the States to do that for certain jobs, but for things like military, firefighters, physical jobs, that's legal discrimination for age on the flip side. So not many companies are going to come out and say, well, we're going to stop accepting candidates just because they're 33 for these roles, because broadly for some things that would be illegal. And they don't really want to go around admitting things like that. So maybe 40 is the cutoff. I don't know what they do for some of these bigger companies. I have read that older workers find typically 2/3 are admitted that they say it's a less tolerant workplace, and that's people over 50, for age discrimination the other side. And so it seems that would look like age discrimination. They say it's harder for them to work, people that are over 50. I would say in the tech industry, people that I've talked to, friends of mine that are in the tech industry, they say if you're over 35, you're trying to walk in the door, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to start like that if you're over 35. Maybe if you have like a higher net worth or something like that, plausibly you could work in past your 50s or something. But so certainly, I think that it depends on the degree. It depends on different jobs that are out there. But I think that there is an ageism out there on both ends of the spectrum, where sometimes we say you have this magical window that's almost like 12 to 13 years. You got to become an expert at something, and then you got to spend that back end proving that you can be maybe the best in your field and then advance pretty quickly. There's a war on talent because we value we overvalue, I don't know, like youth over sometimes. But then it's the other end of the spectrum. Sometimes people just stay in jobs and just don't retire and don't leave. They want to stay there forever. Our desire for expertise and competence, and we don't pay people what they're actually worth, even though their goods and services are increasing every single day. So what do you all think? Do you think that age privilege is real? Do you think it's keeping you from getting that job? Please subscribe if you like the content. And thanks again for the questions.